Hi, I'm Isabella and I'm a teaching fellow at Royal Holloway, and today I'm presenting this project that we have conducted with the thesis team, which is actually a pedagogic group at Royal Holloway, on how to engage students when teaching neuroscience. So why neuroscience? So it's not only because it's the topic I teach, but despite it's a core part of psychology, many students don't choose psychology because of the biology or the neuroscience content, and they kind of find it challenging or unappealing, similar to statistics actually. And this widespread dislike of neuroscience has led to terms like neuroscience anxiety or neurophobia in the literature. So, what we wanted to do is actually to understand what teaching methods can help engagement with neuroscience, and we conducted a scoping review to first identify what are the methods that we use in psychology to teach neuroscience, the outcome of these methods, challenges and advantages, but also identify potential gaps in the literature. So we had a lot to screen. We had more than 3,000 studies to screen, but only 20 were conducted on psychology students. Despite the small number, and we already see a gap here, we could identify four main approaches that are used to teach neuroscience to psychology students. So one is the lab-based activities. So everything that is like wet lab or behavioral observation or of humans or animals, so everything that is done in a lab setting. Then we have some people using community-based experiences like placements with people with dementia or brain injury. Digital revision tools are very popular. So anything that is online that can help revision, like 3D visualization of the brain or digital microscopes, and a lot of engaging classroom activities. And here studies were very creative. So there were people using a board game to teach the motor system pathways, or other people used cakes and asked students to dissect the cake as it was a brain and write a report with neuroscientific terms. So many approach, and this of course had different outcomes. So lab-based activities can actually increase critical thinking, problem solving, but they are costly and logistically demanding. Similarly, community-based experiences, they are good for applied learning, but they are emotionally demanding and time-consuming. And also, working in lab or in community, they cannot be very suitable for large classrooms. That is what we see a lot nowadays. On the other hand, digital revision tools, they are good, they're interactive, they increase engagement, but the curriculum that they can cover is narrow. And classroom activities seems to be very easy to implement, increase engagement, but the outcomes in terms of the learning experience of the students is quite mixed. But all they have in common seems to be active learning. So where students are doing something, engagement seems to actually increase. So we also identified some gaps. So there is lack of formal assessment. So many studies used surveys, and we know that this leads also to a sample bias because only probably the most motivated students usually fill these surveys. Lack of control group and longitudinal data, and difficulties in understanding the diverse needs of the students. So what is all of this telling us? So we don't need to do big things to improve engagement with neuroscience teaching. Even small activities can actually have a big impact. Cost, logistics, the diverse students' need are still kind of a barriers that we need to think how to break this barrier. Overall, we seems that in the field we need more robust evaluations, and we identified some critically methodological gaps in the studies. And overall, these results can be cross-disciplinary. So whether we are teaching neuroscience or social psychology, it seems that when students are engaged, when students are doing something, the engagement actually goes up. And that's it. Thank you very much for listening.